So hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Exciting week this week. It's SWVA week. They're holding their winter auction on Thursday this week, so that's Thursday, October the 30th. Some good stock of, I think it's about 100 and something cars, just over 100 cars. And yeah, we've got a Challenging Classics posse going down to actually attend that auction in person. If you remember, we started our Challenging Classics journey at SWVA, where we bought the TR7 and the Boxster. Well, maybe it's time. A lot of you have been saying we need to see some more car action from you. So maybe it's time for an upgrade to the TR7. But let's start out by seeing what we've got our eyes on. Unfortunately, Gav can't make it down to SWVA, but I'm going to be joined by Colin, who you saw on the Alps road trip and whose Mini we just restored. I think he's going to come down and see whether maybe that's a good venue to sell his Mini through, and maybe there might be something that catches his eye. My mate Cully, who did the Alps road trip, and then Gav's mate Coley. So there's going to be four of us down there. We're going to give the cars a good looking over, and you never know, maybe one or more of us might buy something, but it will all depend on what happens on the day, as is always the case at auction time. So with no further ado, let's go and have a look at what's on our list. Probably not what you'd expect, because you'd expect that we'd have things like, you know, they've got some lovely Ford Escort Mexicos and things like that, but they're big money, not really our bag right at this moment in time. So yeah, let's go review what we've got on our list. So let's have a look at SWVA time coming up. Let's have a look and see what we've shortlisted in the upcoming auction on Thursday. So let's go through it, starting with lot 7, little Fiat Seicento, interesting looking car, limited edition, Michael Schumacher edition, but very early on, so I don't think we'll probably end up going for that unless for some crazy reason. I don't know. We'll see. We haven't even viewed these cars yet, so we don't know. Let's move on from there. So lot 43, nice looking Merc 350 SL. That's the V8. Big question on that one is, what's the rot like, particularly the bulkhead. If the bulkhead's shot, the car's shot. And also what money is it going to make. Definitely interested in an upgrade for the TR7. That could be it. Let's see. XR 4x4, great car. Looks really nice, this one. 2.8 injection engine, just the same as the Capri 2.8i. Big problem with this one, no MOT, so how am I going to drive that home? So it's going to cost me 300 quid to get Hearts Car Transport to bring that one back, but it's an option. Next one up, nice white looking Stag. Again, I've always fancied a Stag. That would be a definite upgrade from the TR7, but what condition is it in? It looks nice in the video and the photos, but until we get there and have a really good look and have a look under the sills and all of the usual sort of rust points, etc., and actually check that engine out, you know, has it had all the upgrades to solve cooling problems, etc., is on the original engine. So yeah, that could be a good possibility again, depending on how much it makes. Put the Cayman 3.4S in. I don't think we'll go for that. Probably not a classic. And Caymans of that era probably subject to bore score, and there'll be a reason why that's in the auction. Lot 52, nice red looking TR6. That could be interesting, but I don't know. I think probably not enough of an upgrade from the TR7, that one for me, but we'll see. It's a nice 6-cylinder. Let's see what the condition is on the day. We've also added Wolseley Hornet, so we've got, as we know, other people coming down to SWVA, so Coley, Cully, Colin, and this one was one that Coley had his eye on, so the Wolseley Hornet. Fancy's putting his humbugs in its glove box, but let's see. There is Rover SD1 2600. Now the problem with this, if it was a 3.5, yeah, that probably would be popular, but it looks a nice looking car, so we'll certainly have a good look over that. You never know. Morris Minor, Gav fancies a Morris Minor. He's not going to be there, but we'll give this one a good look over. It looks good value at the guided price. and it looks like it's in good nick. Been owned by the vendor for the last 13 years, so you never know, maybe a Morris Minor coming our way. That probably would make it back from pool, but it would take a long time and could be driven back. If all else fails, this 230 compressor SLK could be a good option to flip if it goes through for next to nothing. I think it's guided sort of like 500 to £1,000, something like that. Certainly would drive home, assuming it's got no warning lights on it or anything, but could be a quick flip option, but not something I would sit on for a long time. There's the Ginetta, which has a really interesting backstory. I wanted to check this car out. It's been featured by Richard Hammond and driven by some very interesting people. Looks like quite a nice car. Apparently has wet weather gear, but we'll check that one out and see what's what. I can't remember why I put this 2CV in the list, other than it looks quite nice, and 2CVs are 2CVs. I think probably because it was guided fairly low, so if we still haven't found anything to drive home in, I think that's got an MOT, so could be an option, and a relatively quick flip, that one. V12 XJS, what's not to like? This one looks quite good. Got an MOT, so could be driven home, but could be lots of trouble as well. But we'll check it out, give it a good look over and see what we think. And yeah, moving on, lot 79, I'm getting to the end now. Nice blue looking Mercedes SL320. Now, I nearly bought one of these back in the day when it was about 6 months old, and it was probably going to cost me about 80 grand. This one is guided pretty low, looks like it's in good nick. Again, need to give the car a really good check out, check for rot, check for, all the usual stuff. But again, it's got an MOT, so it could be driven home, and could be a good way to maybe double our money. I don't know, just depends. All depends on the day what price these things sell for, of course. Smart Brabus Roadster with a Brabus conversion, so it's not a Brabus, so that will affect its value. But fun little car, good little go-kart. Could be good go-kart to drive back from Poolin. It doesn't go for a lot of money. We'll see. This Spitfire looks really nice, although I don't like the registration plate on the bonnet, but yeah, it looks nice. Looks like it's in really good nick. Always liked a Spitfire. Is it an upgrade from a TR7? Probably not, but we'll check it out, see what we're doing. X19, always liked an X19. This one looks like it's in really good nick, although on the video it's idling really high, so I don't know what that's all about. The other thing that concerns me is it has no MOT, and if it is really such a good car, why didn't the vendor chuck it through an MOT before bringing it to the auction? Makes no sense to me, and again, I'm going to have to pay Hearts Car Transport to bring that back. It's also guided fairly, well, maybe fairly high, I don't know. Let's see what condition it's in, and that could be an option. We've got a Lotus Elan, which looked better in the Kev T video than it does in the picture you see in front of you. These are becoming more popular, and yeah, let's see, we'll check it out. Could be an option. And then the final one, another SL320. Still got this in the list. It's a one owner car, this one, so should be really good. I think my preference though would be for the blue one, if I had to choose between the two SLs, but it's in the list, it's one of the last on the day, so if all else has failed, maybe that will be the one to drive home in. But yeah, until we now get to the auction on, well, in fact we're viewing on Wednesday, so Wednesday will give us our first idea of what the cars are like, and we can go from there. See you soon. There you go. That's what we've got on our list. I'm going to be following a lot of the other YouTubers to see what they've got on their list. This is going to be kind of a multi-part series, so that's what we've got on the list. Next step is we'll be down in Poole on Wednesday, so I'll give you an update then of when we've had a look at the cars. Have we changed our minds? Have we found anything else? What's the final consensus ready for auction time on Thursday? That'll be the next bit. How do we get on at the auction? Do we actually buy anything? How does that go? And then we either just come home, or maybe we come home in a car, which will be the next part. So exciting times ahead. Keep following us. I'll put some shorts up, I'll put longer videos up, so there'll be content coming from us all this week now on what's happening at SWVA. Exciting times ahead. If you like, as always, please like, subscribe, and yeah, if you've got any comments on what you think we should be looking at, stick them in the comments, and yeah, we'll see what you have to say. Speak soon.